Which precious metal has more potential? Is it silver or is it gold? I don't know is the honest answer, but I can say that silver, I feel like, has a lot going for it right now. Gold, being where it is pretty special. There is no argument to be had that what gold has done over the last couple of weeks, months and years is incredible. But will silver overtake it one day, cover it up, and be the better option? There's only one way to really know, and that's to have a bit of it in your stack and just hold it for the next decade and find out. But there are a lot of other things to think about for the potential for silver. Hello everybody, Backyard Bullion here, and welcome to another Precious Metal Ramble where we have down-to-earth discussions about all things precious and shiny. Now, I want to talk about silver, do a bit of a focus on silver and whether or not silver will one day be on a par with gold. Not necessarily on an even keel in terms of price, but we've seen gold, of course, do wondrous things over this last couple of years. Let's clear away all these gold coins over the silver and get the silver in focus. That's what I want to talk about today. We've seen gold do a lot of wonderful things, but silver is this more volatile animal. Does that give it more potential? I guess potential is the main source of today's discussion. There is always an argument to be had that a more volatile commodity has more potential, but it of course has more risk involved as well. Silver has always been a lot more volatile, and we've seen rather large price swings over the last, decades, 50, 60 years, even going back to the Hunt brothers in the 80s. We've seen huge prices when it was tried to be squeezed, and then of course the recent massive run on silver in 2010. And now where we are with silver is just looking like it could go even bigger and further into the stratosphere. Now, I'm not giving financial advice. I'm certainly not trying to predict the future of silver. All I'm saying is the potential for silver on a par with gold? There we go, get the gold on the screen. Or is it better than gold? We're going to weigh up some different things to think about when trying to decide whether or not silver is worth getting into, perhaps over gold right now. There are a lot of different contributing factors, and it would be great to know what you think down in the comment section. Are you going big on silver? Do you think silver's got a lot of potential in the future years ahead? It'd be great to get your thoughts down in the comment section. And don't forget to like and subscribe as well as we march on towards 75,000 subscribers. And stick around to the end of the video when I'll find an inevitable serial number or something for you to quote to tell me that you're cool. Now, silver. It's very, very popular. There are burgeoning markets for coins, for investment silver. It's grown so much, hasn't it? You look back, if you've been a long-term subscriber of my channel, you look back the 10 years now that we've been making videos. At the start, there was a lot, and it was great. But now, oh my goodness, it's such a different animal. And it's catapulted even bigger because of COVID in 2020. It really has changed the industry. And you just look at the sales figures for national mints out there. It's continuing to grow. That demand is continuing to grow. And in fact, when you compound that with the fact that governments around the world are printing money left, right, and center, you really do get this sense of foreboding about the value of currencies. And then where do you put your money? In something real. And that real thing is either gold or silver. There is a lot of potential, and the demand for this stuff is continuing to grow. It really is. And I feel that that demand that is continuing to grow for silver is only going to fuel its growth going forwards. There is a lot of potential, and as we can see from our little sponsor spot there are a lot of companies and mining organizations that are bringing stuff out of the ground at record numbers, and that is because of increased potential growth and industrial demand for silver. It is really quite staggering how much of this stuff is out there, and as the price continues to tick up, as money just continues to devalue, people want this stuff. That demand is going to continue to grow. Industry is going to want to have it. It's a really unique metal. It's got so many unique properties. It is very special indeed. And indeed, I think more so than its more valuable cousin, gold. Now, gold has different things in its favor in terms of that monetary metal, and To quote one of my favorite long-term friends and colleagues on YouTube, Yankee Stacking, who said a fantastic quote one day: "Gold is the currency of kings, kingdoms, and empires and countries, and silver is the currency of the people." And there is most certainly arguments to be had for that. Of course, we don't necessarily have silver as currency anymore, for example, but at the same time, gold has this bigger macroeconomic factor to play into the future. It is going to be that monetary metal. The gold is in Fort Knox, not the silver. I mean, there's probably silver in Fort Knox too, but the gold is the primary wealth mechanism for governments. Silver, being an industrial metal, has more potential in that growth going forwards into a modern world. Silver just, I don't know, has more factors at play to it. So there is a lot to go through for the world of silver, and I do think genuinely that it is something that's worth having. But you've got to have a bit of sense about what is right in terms of the premiums. Premiums are the problem here. Gold has many advantages because of the low premiums that we can get on it. It's just so expensive that putting a premium on it is going to be a little bit difficult. But silver has come down in premiums a lot, and there is a lot to be said about the potential growth for silver in terms of that spot price value. But premiums also go up as well. So there is a lot of really good things that I think have potential for silver. But let me know your thoughts down in the comments. It'd be great to know what you've got to say on the subject. I've just realized I haven't got a serial number out yet, but I've got this coin sat here on the table. So we shall give you Cool Kids Club the serial number 5880457-004. It's a long one, and then I will know that you're super cool. So please comment that down in the comments to let me know you're cool, and let me know what you think about the potential for silver and gold going forwards into the future. That's it from me today. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you on the next video. As always, please make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe for more.